This is a beautiful clip. I think you're going to like this one. And this is really informative. This will open up a conversation that I think is a really important one to be having. Fox News host Lou Dobbs, Fox Business. Okay, Fox News, we can still say. Fox Business host Lou Dobbs was visibly confused about why they just can't seem to find any evidence of all the voter fraud that he is damn sure took place. So let's look at the clip first and then we'll discuss.
And we still don't have verifiable, tangible support for the crimes that everyone knows were committed. That is, defrauding other citizens who voted with fraudulent votes. We know that's the case in Nevada. We know it's the case in Pennsylvania and a number of other states, but we have had a devil of a time finding actual proof. Why?
This is just perfect. So Lou Dobbs has been one of the biggest promulgators and platformers of completely deranged, harebrained fraud conspiracy theories on Fox News and Fox Business. He's platformed that wacky lawyer, Sidney Powell. He's platformed so-called witnesses to voter fraud who couldn't actually come up with any real claims of anybody doing anything wrong. And now after all of that, Lou just isn't sure why they can't find any actual proof of it. It's always just out of reach, the proof that they need. Now, a more sensible approach would be, well, damn, if there are 100 different claims about 100 different types of fraud, and I can find no evidence for any of them, maybe the fraud doesn't exist. But the absence of evidence becomes part of the conspiracy theory. And we've talked about that before more generally. And this is actually one of the important signals that you're dealing with conspiracy theorists for whom facts and evidence don't actually matter. Healthy skepticism about the world is good. Bottomless skepticism is not so good. And with conspiracy theorists, once they've decided what went down, if they can't find evidence, the fact that they can't find evidence becomes part of the reason they are skeptical. It cannot be proven wrong. It is indefeasible. If evidence and lack of evidence prove the conspiracy, you're not talking to someone who reasoned their way into their belief, and you're not going to be able to reason them out of it. Conspiratorial thinking, as opposed to healthy skepticism, conspiratorial thinking is immune to contradictory evidence or lack of evidence altogether. The cover-up is so perfect, they covered up all the evidence and we can't find it. That's part of the conspiracy. Peter Boghossian refers to this in his book as doxastic closure. It's a belief or system of beliefs that resists revision at a systemic structural level. This is often the problem with religious beliefs based on so-called sacred texts. Hey, this is true because the sacred text says so, and the sacred text is sacred. Well, what proof do you have that the sacred text is really the word of God? Well, you read the sacred text and it says this is a sacred text and it's the word of God. Okay, well, right. But is there something from outside the sacred text that tells us this really is a sacred text? Well, no, I mean, but that's part of the problem. Of course not. Of course, we have to go to the sacred text to see if it tells us that it is a sacred text. That's a closed circle. You can never pierce that. And it's a very important lesson for something to be on the lookout for. And it's also funny because Lou Dobbs is so close. He's so close. You know, I've been repeating this stuff for months and we just can't find any actual evidence. Why not? Maybe I'm wrong, but he doesn't get there. Instead, it's explain to me how they've kept the evidence hidden from us for so long. And I don't know, maybe someone in his audience heard that and said, oh, maybe there's no evidence because there's really no evidence because it's not true. I don't know, but it's funny to see the gears start grinding, but they got jammed up as Lou Dobbs was thinking it through.